Texas speaks for itself. Rumors swirled around political circles in the Bay Area that Connor may run for the seat. With all the talk surrounding San Francisco's proposal to put $5 million in reparations to black residents, a California State Reparations Task Force met up for a few days in Sacramento to finalize its recommendations to the state. The task force, however, will not submit suggestions on how much black California residents will get paid. Chairwoman Camilla Moore said that responsibility lies with state lawmakers. I spoke to Moore exclusively about it.
We were required by the state legislature on the methodology around policing, which means I just find they should be eligible. We pretty much made the argument that there's state culpability, there needs to be compensation from the state in total value that's for $800 million.
Moore said the advisory board also approved draft sections related to non-compensatory policy recommendations. The task force will meet again in May, with the final meeting set for June 30th, one day before the deadline of July 1st. Another milestone as California bounces back from its driest 3 years ever. A new map update shows that more than half of the state is no longer in a drought, thanks to heavy rain and historic snowfall. The number is now 45% considered abnormally dry. 7 days ago, it was just 51%. Change means the drought is officially over for the entire San Francisco Bay Area. A black woman who went through some pretty tough times is giving back to a women's shelter and sharing her story of pain and triumph to help others in similar circumstances. NBC Bay Area reports Lisa Mae Riley was a victim of domestic abuse, and after abusing drugs and alcohol to numb her pain, she eventually found herself homeless. After pulling herself out of poverty, she is now a peer counselor at Carmelita Women's Home.
My mission in life is to now help other people that have gone where I've gone and been where I've been and know that it's okay, that there is a different way.
She says she feels honored to do this kind of work and does not regret one single part of her life's journey. For more of these stories and international, national, state, and local news that affects the black community, listen to the Black Information Network on the iHeartRadio app or 912BINnews.com. On social media, follow the BIN on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Black Information Network, and on Twitter at BlackInfoNet. I'm Doug Davis on your home for 24/7 news, San Francisco's BIN.
Looking for ways to get involved? The National Urban League works to provide economic empowerment, educational opportunities, and a guarantee of civil rights for the underserved. Learn more at nul.org.
Black journalism at work.
Because truth matters.
The Bay Area's BIN 910.
This hour of news is brought to you by Sony, a proud founding partner of the Black Information Network.
Healthy people, a better world. That means all people, regardless of ethnicity, politics, religion, or ability to pay. Improving their lives is Direct Relief's mission.
Through the Fund for Health Equity, Direct Relief is funding on-the-ground organizations addressing health inequities. And since 2021, Direct Relief has granted more than $42.5 million to 149 different organizations across the United States.
Imagine a world with healthy people in every area code. One by one, they're doing the work. DirectRelief.org. Looking for ways to help propel human potential? For over 50 years, SEO has been an innovator in youth education, mentorship, and positive peer pressure. Tap into and support the potential of newfound greatness at SEO-USA.org.
Because news can happen anywhere, anytime. The Black Information Network hotline is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 855-500-9BIN.
Telling your story.
Decades of neglect to predominantly black communities because it's our story.
The Guardian is reporting that Sly Stone will cover all aspects of his life in music. New book on a 24/7 news network.
Dan Crown is representing the family of the victim of a fatal crowd surge at an armory concert in New York. Made for and by the black community.
This is the Black Information Network.
The Bay Area's BIN 910 and on the iHeartRadio app. Bank of America Corporation is proud to be a founding partner who shares and supports the mission of the Black Information Network.
Ernest Bynum Jr. was a prominent figure in Zanesville, Ohio, where he was nicknamed Fireman Ernie. Ernest served in the United States Air Force before moving back to Zanesville and joining the local fire department. During his time Texas fireman Ernie. He became a fire arson investigator, an Ohio State fire and safety instructor, and the International Association of Firefighters Local 88 president of the Zanesville Fire Department, an entrepreneur with line of trucking at Computer Lifeline Inc. He was a mentor to many young men and women, and after retiring from the fire department in 1993, he served as the city's Parks and Recreation Director for 20 years. He also continued to serve his community through multiple organizations and boards. Ernest Bynum Jr. died on January 2nd, but not without leaving behind a legacy as a trailblazer and a key figure in Zanesville's history. And that's the fact. I'm Frankie Darcell on the Black Information Network.
Heart disease is the #1 cause of death of women in the U.S. each year, meaning it causes 1 in 5 deaths among our mothers, sisters, friends, and more. CBS is partnering with the American Heart Association for this year's Go Red for Women campaign and helping educate us about the ways heart disease in women is not like heart disease in men. With us today on the Black Information Network is Minute Clinic board-certified provider Sean Coleman to tell us more. Thank you for joining us, Sean. Thank you. I'm glad to be here today. Do women realize what a big risk heart disease is?
Yeah, unfortunately, only 44% of women in the United States recognize that cardiovascular disease is their greatest health threat. It kills more women than all forms of cancer combined, including more than 50,000 Black women annually. Among Black women ages 20 years and up, nearly 59% have cardiovascular disease.
And what are some ways that you can help prevent heart disease?
Making healthy lifestyle choices, you can keep your blood pressure, cholesterol, and sugar levels normal, which will in turn lower your risk for heart disease and heart attack. If you are someone with high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or diabetes, it's important to know your numbers. You can visit Minute Clinic to have your cholesterol, blood pressure, and your sugar levels checked. Minute Clinic at CVS offers heart health screenings and education to help both women and men understand their risk for cardiovascular disease. Learn more by visiting cvs.com/women. The more you know, the more you can help save lives.
I know that's right. We're speaking with CVS Minute Clinic board-certified provider Sean Coleman. CVS is a proud founding partner of the Black Information Network.
I'm Esther Dillard, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. In St. Petersburg, Florida, police have discovered the body of a missing 2-year-old black toddler. Fox 35 in Orlando reports investigators found Daly mostly dead in the mouth of an alligator.
The detective got closer. They fire went around to the alligator. The alligator dropped the object that he had in his mouth, and we were able to retrieve Daly's body intact.
He was reported missing after his mother, Bashan Jeffrey, was found dead in an apartment. Daly's father, Thomas Mosley, is now facing murder charges for both deaths. And at least 11 people are dead and dozens injured after powerful storms spawned tornadoes across the South and Midwest. Arkansas is under a state of emergency. And that's the latest. I'm Esther Dillard on the Black Information Network and VINnews.com.
What you need to know.
This is where Black news comes
The
from.
Bay Area's BIN 910. Sports on the Black Information Network.
Buffalo Bills safety DeMar Hamlin is spreading AED and CPR awareness after he suffered cardiac arrest on the field in January. The Buffalo Bills safety was in Washington, D.C. recently to support the Access to AEDs Act. Hamlin had a one-on-one talk with President Biden last Thursday at the White House. Biden later said it was his honor to have him and his family here today, and that Hamlin's courage, resilience, and spirit inspired the American people. Speaking of presidents, the president of the International Olympic Committee tore into some European governments for what he called their negative reactions to the organization's stance on Russia. IOC chief Thomas Bach made the comment during a press conference recently during an executive board meeting on whether athletes from Russia and Belarus will be allowed to compete at next year's Summer Olympics in Paris. There's no decision yet, but The executive committee issued recommendations that include allowing athletes with Russian or Belarusian passports to compete as neutrals, while athletes who actively support the war in Ukraine would be barred. And in college sports news, Alabama's top freshman will not be returning for another basketball season in Tuscaloosa. Forward Brandon Miller is entering the 2023 NBA draft. Miller is considered to be the top college prospect in the class and is challenging D-League Ignite guard Scoot Henderson for who will be taken second overall behind projected number 1 pick Victor Wembanyama. 20-year-old Miller was at the center of some controversy in his only season with the Crimson Tide after his name was mentioned in court testimony involving the capital murder case of former Alabama player Darius Miles, who was charged in the fatal shooting of 23-year-old Jamia Harris. Sports at 14 and 44 minutes past each hour. I'm Morgan Wood on the Black Information Network.
Hey, it's Kiki Paul. We'll get back to your music in a second. I gotta tell you about the 2023 McDonald's Change Week. They are 10 young black visionaries who started something good, speaking up, showing up, and loving up on our community. Over the next year, McDonald's and yours truly will make sure you hear all about it. They're starting something to change everything, and I'm here for it. Check out the 2023 Change Leaders at mcdchangeleaders.com. A special thank you to CBS Pharmacy,
A proud founding partner who shares and supports the mission of the Black Information Network.
Want to make a difference? African American patients only have a 25% chance of finding a bone marrow match. Make a difference and join the National Bone Marrow Registry at seethematch.org.
Our news, wherever you are. Tell your smart device to play the Black Information Network station on iHeartRadio.
Entertainment news on the Black Information Network.
Lollapalooza Brazil says they'll be offering refunds after Drake was replaced with Skrillex as the headliner. This comes after Drake pulled out of his show just hours before he was supposed to perform. A statement from Lollapalooza said Drake didn't have the members of his sound and production team, and it was beyond his control. Shortly after, fans began criticizing Drake after footage on social media showed him partying with 50 Cent. Meanwhile, Philly rapper Corrupt says Eminem got away with a lot in his rap career because he is white. He made the comments during an interview with The Art of Dialogue. He said Eminem being white had nothing to do with his skill, but he might have got away with a lot of things. Corrupt went on to say the game accepts it because they make money off what you're doing, so they're going to give you a pass. This comes as Tyler, the Creator, is sharing his thoughts on the art of rapping. On Spotify's Rap Caviar Presents, he said, rappers are good with words, good with rhythm, they know the pocket, and they hear a collection of sounds, and one day say, I know what could go over this. That's a skill. He went on to say being a rapper has been awesome, and it allows people to be creative with audio, words, and ideas. And super producer Metro Boomin is getting busy these days after dropping his solo album and teasing a new project with Future. The producer is already working on another collaborative album with J.I.D. Metro tweeted a picture of him and J.I.D. together in the studio with the caption that says, got a lot of music coming. With the latest in entertainment at 17 and 47 minutes past each hour, I'm Morgan Wood on the Black Information Network.
Taken by YouTube, Snapchat, and Twitter. Reddit, a social message board giant, has banned the subreddit group called The Daly for violating the platform's policy against targeting and harassing people with hate speech. The subreddit group was a popular source for some of the most viral videos, memes, and other pro-Trump alt-right content. But Reddit executives say McDonald crossed the line into harassment and hate speech, which has no place in the Reddit community. Twitch, the Amazon-owned live streaming platform, suspended President Trump's account for what it deemed hateful conduct, citing and removing videos of the president making denigrating remarks about Mexicans. This is Keon Williams on the Black Information Network. The power of information.
Black news here and now.
The Bay Area's BIN 910.
I'm John Marshall.
And I'm Bree Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
In Rolling Fork, Mississippi, an African-American lifelong resident, Larry Jeffries, has grown accustomed to the tornado sirens that sit just behind his backyard. Last week, however, a powerful tornado hit Rolling Fork, but Jeffries and his neighbors said they did not hear a single sound from the siren.
Growing up, every time there was a tornado on the ground nearby, there's a siren that goes off. I've heard it all of my life. I didn't hear it that night.
The Sharkey County Sheriff's Office operates 2 tornado alarms, and the dispatch supervisor told the Washington Post that the individual who sounds those sirens had trouble getting them working. Residents are saying they need more sirens and resources to help get the word out about potentially fatal weather.
An unnamed Black and Japanese 18-year-old asked his New York-based Black father how he should style his hair for his graduation from high school in Japan. His suggestion was cornrows. The teen ended up getting reprimanded for the hairstyle, which was deemed prohibited, and asked to go to the second floor where there were no other students as the ceremony was about to begin. The student decided to go home in the middle of the ceremony before his name was called. Democratic politicians in Japan are now calling for the country to improve on how it views diversity.
Last year, Raheem Carter, a 25-year-old black man, went missing in Mississippi after visiting Taylorsville Police Department twice, reported he was being hunted by white men in trucks. A month after he went missing, his skeletal remains were found dismembered and scattered in the woods just a few miles from the police department. Attorney Benjamin Crump, who was representing Raheem's family, details the gruesome alleged murder.
His head was severed from his body. His spinal cord was in another spot they discovered away from his severed head.
Crump is now calling for the U.S. Justice Department to take over the investigation of Carter's death.
Scott, a Black North Carolina Army vet, purchased a $68,000 Maserati SUV from Carvana last year for his wife. During a routine servicing at the dealership, the car was declared stolen, but a technician stated that the year of the vehicle's VIN was not the same as its part. Scott faced no legal repercussions, being able to prove he legally purchased the car, but the police did impound the car. Carvana is currently being investigated by the North Carolina Attorney General's office after 130 complaints were filed against the company, and Scott wants Carvana to pay him a $1 million compensation for financial and reputational losses.
And Harry Martin, creator of the pop-up roller skating rink, the Roller Wave, said roller skating saved his life. For the black community, segregation had kept roller skating inaccessible in earlier times. Decades later, the pastime became a symbol within our culture all across America. Thousands of people have visited Harry's rinks, bridging the gap between generations. You can check him out at rollerwavenyc.com. I'm John Marshall, along with Bree Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
If 100,000 BIN listeners were able to advance their careers or succeed in a new one, it would be one step towards building a better future for all of us. To learn more about the 100,000 Careers Initiative, visit careerbuilder.com/BIN.
The power of information.
Black news here and
The
now.
Bay Area's BIN 910. Your money on the Black Information Network.
Have you ever heard of a REIT? REIT. It stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. Sophisticated investors are familiar with this term. It represents a unique opportunity to invest in real estate without the trouble of buying or managing it yourself. You can invest in real estate linked to residential or commercial properties. You just need the cash required for the minimum investment. For example, Phoenix American Hospitality is a $30 million hotel REIT, and you can get in on the action with a minimum investment of only $5,000. For the last year, the company's average monthly distribution of dividends has been 12%. By their very nature, REITs are required to distribute 90% of their profits before the end of each year. So you are basically buying a tiny piece of the business in equity or in stock, not physical property. And if the company decides to sell the portfolio, you will hopefully get your initial investment back, plus or minus any appreciation.
Money news at 24 and 54 minutes past each hour. I'm Nicole Veal on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Black News.